Now, Carrie Lemmon and Kevin Schmelzlen. Carrie's from United Way of Mason County, and Kevin's from Shelton To The and the United Way. Day of Caring is coming up Friday. Good morning, gang.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming on again to remind folks once again about the Day of Caring here and some big deals and doings for folks in Mason County. Included with that is some dump site locations. Let's go through kind of the specifics on those for folks. I know you guys have been getting calls. We've been getting calls after your last interview on just some further information. So what's the story on this? Where do we go, and what can we take?
I'll let Kevin talk about the actual items that we could take, but I really want people to pay attention to the times and the locations. So we're at Hoodsport, Belfair, Union, Shelton, and Matlock. So the specific times on that are our Friday dump sites, our Hoodsport, Union, Shelton, and Matlock. And Hoodsport is 9 to 12. Union is 9 to 12. Hoodsport, Matlock, and Shelton are 10 to 2.
Okay.
And then the only one going on Saturday is the Belfair dump site. So on the 19th, Belfair from 10 to 2.
All right. Well, then, Kevin, it's up to you then to let us know what can we bring.
A lot of responsibility.
It is a big one.
So we are looking to take in, at these trash disposal sites that Carrie just mentioned, trash. So we're really not looking to have people bring in appliances or metal, things like that. There are facilities, recycling facilities, that will take metal, e-cycling, appliances, Monday through Friday, at least year-round for free. If you have enough of it, sometimes they'll even pay you for it. Okay. So we're hoping that people won't bring that to these trash disposal sites. We're looking for really, trash items, things that you'd put out for Mason County garbage and recycling, for example, to pick up with your trash. We can take furniture. We can take, household trash, what people refer to as yard trash, but wood recycling, clean wood without much of metal in it, metal, those things. There are facilities out there. If you go to our website, unitedwaymasonco.org, /day-of-caring. That will get you specifically to our Day of Caring webpage, where we actually have the times, the locations, and more resources about where exactly you can bring your recycling, what those specific places take.
There's a lot of places around Mason County. I think maybe folks would be pretty surprised to see that take recycling, things like that. Oh, that's a good one.
And we'll have the resources available, so if people come and it's not something we can take, we've got a place where they can take it.
Okay. Day of Caring also is a great opportunity for groups to get out and beautify and really care for the community. Are there still opportunities for folks who may not have a group or places that are requesting more people, or how can someone get involved if they haven't quite yet signed up?
Well, I guess I'd like to touch briefly on a call that I got, and related to that. So, we've been pushing this idea of, we want the community stepping up along with these volunteer groups, these, coordinated volunteer groups, and, making a difference in their community. And we've been advertising these trash disposal sites, and actually got a phone call from this one woman. They have a neighbor who is a disabled veteran, who's been dealing with just this really tragic situation on his property. And the neighbors have really been stepping up big time to help out this person, and they're looking to use these trash disposal sites in order to get rid of that trash for free, because this is hundreds of dollars worth of trash.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Now, they contacted Shelton To The, for example, and said, we've been doing this, but there's a lot of trash, and there's only so many of us neighbors who are able to help with this. So really, there's so we're trying to coordinate that. Obviously, it's not quite as easy as just being able to jump right in there, although we're hoping either as part of Day Caring or later to be able to work with them and give them those helping hands that they need. But there's lots of opportunities, really for just individuals to step up for themselves and for their neighbors in need like that. Carrie, I don't know if you want to talk about some of the more organized ways that people can still get involved.
Yeah, so we certainly have how Day of Caring started with, matching volunteer groups, typically businesses that, come together with projects within the county. So, Harmony Hill, Crossroads, Habitat for Humanity, Sound Learning. We're painting our building, United Way of Mason County. So there's still lots of, if they want to contact us, we can certainly still put them on those sites. And I also got a phone call of a woman that the purpose of this is what Kevin was talking about, that people will be encouraged, go clean up their areas, and then they can come dump the trash. And so I had a call from a woman who is putting together a small group to clean up a road in Tahuya. Like, that's the purpose of this. And so it was really rewarding to hear that. She wanted to be on board, and I said, come grab a shirt and join the effort. So there's certainly, if people want to jump on board for that, they could do that, or come on one of the organized projects that we already have going on.
So last year it was really hot, if I remember correctly. To this upcoming Friday is going to be clear and 80. So for folks who are for the first time participating in this, what should they wear? Do they need to bring a lunch and water, or how does that work?
So Alpine Way is providing a breakfast at our kickoff. So Friday morning, 8 o'clock, the Thaler Center, we're doing a kickoff. And then lunch is provided by Harrison Hospital in Maple Glen. Lots of water. Vicki Gonzalez has provided us lots of water. So we'll make sure that we get them hydrated and fed. Of course, I still encourage them to bring their own water because never can be enough.
Right.
So that's kind of tricky what to wear. Protect yourself, but also be conscious that it's going to be hot.
Yeah.
So definitely gloves. I remember just slowly removing clothing and rolling up the sleeves last year. So, but depending on what site you are on or volunteering at, so kind of dress appropriate for that. And depending on what that is, they can call. Where am I going? How should I dress? What should I bring?
Okay.
If you don't mind, I'm going to add a personal plug in there. So for the Shelton to the Top project, we could still use some more volunteers. We have an amount that I think will allow us to get the job done, but the more people, the more fun, and the quicker it'll be. And for that cleanup happening on Friday, that's going to be a series of abandoned homeless camps. And for something like that, you do want to wear closed-toed shoes, preferably boots, preferably long pants. I'd say any situation where you're going to be dealing with potentially dangerous materials, you just want to be as protected as possible, especially the areas that are going to be closest to those materials.
Right. Okay, yeah, that's a good one. So the Day of Caring, and then it's also there's some events on Saturday too, right? Is that how? I mean, besides just the other additional drop-off for the trash, people are still caring the next day too.
Yeah, and that's also gaining a little bit more interest, I should say. And so the dump site is from 10 to 2 at the Thaler Center, but we also have Habitat and PUD usually come together on the Saturday to do that project. So we're hoping that a lot more projects will start to evolve on the Saturday, but we're still having that. And I don't know if the Tahuya, if they're going to clean up that one on that day as well. So still more going on. And we also have this year the high school cheerleaders and dance team contacted us.
Oh, fun.
So there's like a group of 30 that's going to be sweeping the streets of downtown. So people will see those big groups and give them a shout out. The school really got involved this year. So it's just growing every year.
It's a great way to show the love that you have for the community here. Carrie Lemmon, Kevin Schmelzlen here to talk about this upcoming Friday and Saturday, the United Way of Mason Counties and the Day of Caring. We'll put the links to the show notes here as well as the spots for all those dump site locations. Thanks for coming on the air today.
Thanks as always, Jeff.
Got to mention our sponsors really quick.
Yes.
So, of course, we can't do this without them. So, Shelton to the Top, obviously, Kevin's dedication to this project is making it possible. But we've got Mason County, the Shopper, Shelton Mason County Journal, Hood Canal Communications, the Molina Foundation, Alderbrook Spa and Resort, Republic Services, Mankey Lumber, and the Bowers Dental Group hopped on this year. Shelton Dental Excellence, Sierra Pacific, Green Diamond Resources, and then, of course, our big one is Mason County Garbage.
Yeah, of course. Nice. Very good. All right, gang. Well, good luck to you this upcoming weekend. Going to be nice weather for getting out there, but just remember that you do get hot quickly when you're doing this kind of work.
Absolutely.
Kevin, Carrie, good to see you guys.
Thanks so much.
Jeff.